That's Mr. Carter.
That was a long time ago.
So you were more than just acquaintances. You lied to me.
I wasn't trying to lie to you,
You just didn't want me to know you used to sleep with my teacher?
Ben!
You think I can't see it? The way you look at him, the way you talk around him, you're not the same person!
I brought you back because your father wouldn't take care of you. Because when you got sick, got in trouble, ran a fever in the middle of the night, I was the one there.
Then why are you still thinking about, you know what I hate most? It's not that you love someone else. It's that even now you still turn into someone else for him. So tell me, did you and my teacher sleep together or not? Did you and my teacher sleep together or not?
Do you even hear yourself right now?
I'm asking for the truth.
The truth is, I do not owe you an explanation for who I loved when I was 22.
But you still love him now, don't you?
Enough.
You say you came back for me, but the second you saw him, you changed. When you look at him, you look alive again.
And what if I did? For 10 years, I held together a marriage to a man who didn't love me. I kept swallowing things for a husband took responsibility, and I kept swallowing even more so you would never feel abandoned again.
So now you regret it?
What I regret is that no matter how much I do, you still treat me like I'm not family.
Because you aren't.
Where are you going?
Somewhere no one has to pretend they love me.
How dare you say I was pretending?
Because if you really saw me as your son, you wouldn't still want to be someone else's woman! You're not my mom.
What happened?
Ben ran off again. I can't find him.
Get in.
What did you fight about?
He asked about my past with you.
And?
Then he asked if this is what I've become because of you.
You brought him again.
She didn't bring me. She came because she's barely holding together.
Still not your business.
You're wrong. Because today, you hurt her.
What about her? Didn't she hurt me too?
The stupidest thing she's ever done is put herself last. But she has never put you last.
You don't know why she came back.
I know she brought you back when your father wouldn't. I know when you get sick, get in trouble, call at 2 a.m, she's the one who shows up.
She'll leave.
What you really fear isn't that she loves someone else. You're afraid that if she ever gets a chance to be happy, she won't need you anymore.
I already lost my mom.
Then stop pushing away the one person who stayed. Go inside.
Ben, stop it!
Why are you here? Aren't you only good at telling me to just deal with it?
Come home with me first. We'll talk there.
I'm not your son.
Natalie?
So, it's you.
I'm Ben's literature teacher. He got into a fight with another student in class.
Did he hurt anyone?
The other boy split his lip. Ben got punched too.
Don't pretend. You don't really care.
Don't do this in the hallway. Let's talk inside. Ben, tell your guardian why you threw the first punch.
He said, I'm a leftover kid nobody wanted.
So you hit him?
What else was I supposed to do? Swallow it like you always do?
The school will issue a warning, but I recommend observation first instead of putting it on his permanent record.
You're helping him?
I'm giving him a second chance.
You two knew each other before, didn't you? More than that, right?
Your guardian and I knew each other in college.
Just knew each other?
Enough. Ben, apologize and go home.
Why should I apologize? Because I asked the wrong question? Or because I embarrassed you?
Apologize for throwing a punch in my class and for how you're speaking to her right now.
Sorry.
Thank you for speaking up for him.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. From now on, if anything happens with Ben, just contact me through the school.
Looks like I came at a bad time.
Aunt Helen.
Ben is a difficult student. I understand your circumstances are not easy.
I'll handle him.
I certainly hope so. Schools don't only fear troubled students, they fear parents who create more trouble.
She's only here because of Ben.
Then you should remember boundaries even more carefully.
Natalie, wait!
Don't come after me.
It doesn't matter. What happened 10 years ago doesn't matter, and this matters even less now. You're the teacher, I'm the student's guardian, that's all. Women like her always bring trouble. Don't forget how hard you worked to get here.
But what I really shouldn't forget is how I lost her.
Eat breakfast before you go.
Not hungry.
You got into a fight yesterday. Don't start anything again today.
Are you worried about me or worried I'll ruin things with that teacher?
Ben,
You've been out of it since last night. Because of him, right?
you don't know anything. That's her, the mother of the student who got into a fight yesterday. It said that the child was brought back from a divorce. Children from such families are most prone to problems.
Did Ben officially call in absent today?
He skipped school.
Did you check the old station? Or the court on West Street?
How would you know?
Boys his age hide in places that feel abandoned when they're angry.
I can look for him myself.
You look like you're about to collapse.
Have you lost your mind?
I knew it. You'd bring him.
Drop the cigarette. Are you trying to make her angry or trying to prove everyone leaves?
What makes you think you understand me?
Because the first person to push others away is usually the one most terrified of being left. Natalie. All these years, have you been okay?
I knew it. There's something going on between you two. Are you out of your friggin' mind?
Ben, stand up.
What, teacher? You gonna send me to prison over a piece of chalk?
You have two choices. One, apologize right now. Two, go to the dean's office.
What if I choose neither?
Then I'll choose for you. Assorting a classmate in class with an active demeanor, a demerigate is recommended.
Do it. Someone like me is supposed to end up ruined anyway.
Enough. Stop talking.
I don't recommend immediate disciplinary recording.
Eli, he has caused trouble more than once.
Exactly, because it's not the first time. Punishment alone won't fix this. He needs structure and guidance.
What, are you trying to save me?
I'm trying to give you a chance not to destroy yourself.
Then observe first, but you must participate in the tutoring and the literature club. Teacher Eli is in charge.
I'm not going.
You don't get to choose.
Of course you want me to go. Gives you an excuse to see him.
Apologize to her. Now.
Why are you so protective of her? Because you know her? Because you still like her? Or... So it is true.
Ben, stop. We're leaving.
Don't touch me!
What do you want, Ben? Are you satisfied only when you drive everyone away?
At least then, when they leave, it won't hurt as much. You want to help me? Fine. But don't let me find out you're only doing it because of her.
What now?
Who gave you the right to sign me up for that stupid literature club?
Because you're one step away from being formally disciplined, and because I'm not gonna watch you destroy yourself.
You just want to control me. The same way you tried to control that pathetic marriage of yours.
Ben! Ben!
Ben is missing?
He ran out over an hour ago. I can't find him.
Get in the car.
What scares him most isn't you getting angry.
Then what is it?
That one day you'll actually stop wanting him.
Ben!
I knew you'd bring him.
Do you have any idea I've been losing my mind looking for you?
I didn't ask you to.
Get up. You're going home.
Thank you.
You were always like this before, too. Barely holding together, but still insisting you're fine.
No.
The most dangerous moment for a person isn't rage. It's when they want to be understood but choose to push everyone away first. Something funny?
No. I was just wondering if you talk to certain parents like that too.
Ben, detention after class.
What, did I hit a nerve? Do you like the woman at my house? Or...
Enough!
Now you're following divorced parents all the way to their front doors?
You investigated her?
I'm protecting the school, and I'm protecting you. She's divorced, came back with a troubled boy, and her reputation is already hanging by a thread. If you get close to her, you'll both go down.
Ben needs help.
That's the school's job, not an excuse for you to sacrifice your career. Or are you not doing this for the boy at all? From today on, no more contact with that boy outside class and required procedure. And no private contact with Natalie at all.
You know what the most ironic part is? 10 years ago, other people decided who I had to leave. And now you want to decide who I have to stay away from.
We need someone stable here. And you have a 16-year-old at home, right? That makes scheduling difficult.
I can work around the schedule.
We'll be in touch.
That's her, right? I heard she was called to school again yesterday because of that kid. Who would hire a divorced woman with a problem child?
Interview's over?
Yeah,
Have you eaten?
I'm fine.
Can you stop using that line on me every time?
Looks like you didn't listen to a word I said.
I was just passing by.
Passing by exactly when she needed comforting?
Principal, getting rejected for a job does not mean I deserve to be interrogated like this.
I'm only reminding you, this is a small town, not a city. People should know their place, especially those who don't have much room left to make mistakes.
She's looking for work, raising a child, rebuilding her life. None of that breaks any rules.
Now you're defending her whole life?
You should go.
Don't get yourself in trouble because of me.
The problem is I've never been able to stand by and do nothing when it comes to you.
Ben Walker has had the worst classroom discipline in the past 2 weeks, and he has consistently failed to turn in his literature and history assignments.
With a kid acting like this, the family must be in total chaos by now. I heard she just got divorced and has been getting pretty close with the teacher. That explains it. Her mind's just not on her kid.
Literature isn't measured by grades alone. For some students, the real issue isn't ability. It's that they've never been treated like they were worth understanding.
Mr. Carter is certainly patient, especially with certain students and certain parents.
If you have concerns about classroom decisions, say them directly. But dragging a parent and a child into gossip isn't maturity, it's cowardice.
We're just concerned about the school environment.
A school's moral environment is not upheld by humiliating a divorced woman and a boy who lost his mother. Are you okay?
Why would you say all that in front of everyone?
Because they were wrong.
But doing that only gives them more reason to think there's something between
Some
us.
things don't get better just because you step back.
Don't take what those people are saying seriously. You've always been pretty good at pretending not to hear things anyway.
Hey, is your teacher gonna be your new dad?
We can't keep meeting alone.
Because of gossip?
It's not just gossip. This whole town is waiting to watch me ruin my life all over again.
You haven't done anything wrong.
But they won't see it that way. And Ben won't either.
What about you?
The smartest thing I can do right now is keep my distance from you.
You always do this.
Move.
The second people pressure you, give up the thing you care about most?
You don't get to say that.
Then perhaps I should be the one asked. What exactly is going on between the two of you?
She came to talk about Ben.
Then why does it look more like I interrupted something private?
If a principal can't show basic respect to a student's guardian, then there's nothing for us to discuss.
Respect is for people with boundaries, not people who create rumors.
I didn't create the rumor.
But you brought trouble back with you, and trouble follows you. Divorce, a stepson, an old lover. What is this, some kind of movie?
That's enough.
I'm trying to save you.
You're humiliating her.
You shouldn't have come.
I shouldn't leave you sitting here alone. Listen to me. You didn't do anything wrong.
Then why do I feel like a joke?
Because this town loves making the least guilty person pay the price. 10 years ago, I failed to protect you. This time, I'm not going to stand by and watch them do this to you. If someone waited 10 years, is it still too late? Some people say once you miss your chance, it's gone. But literature's cruelest truth is not missing someone. It's still loving them and being forced to act like you've moved on. So tonight's prompt is this. What would you write to someone you thought you'd never see again?
Here.
Wait outside.
Who are you really talking to today?
This is a literature club, not an interrogation room.
The way you look at her, like she's the only one in the room who gets it. You better not be messing with her.
You think I'd hurt her?
I think everyone does eventually.
Then at least admit that she hasn't.
Thank you. At least he didn't run this time.
Do you know what was hardest for me? It wasn't leaving you. It was every day after that. Pretending I never thought about you.
That's Mr. Carter.
That was a long time ago.
So you were more than just acquaintances. You lied to me.
I wasn't trying to lie to you.
You just didn't want me to know you used to sleep with my teacher?
Ben!
You think I can't see it? The way you look at him, the way you talk around him, you're not the same person.
I brought you back because your father wouldn't take care of you. Because when you got sick, got in trouble, ran a fever in the middle of the night, I was the one there.
Then why are you still thinking about, you know what I hate most? It's not that you love someone else. It's that even now you still turn into someone else for him. So tell me, Did you and my teacher sleep together or not? Did you and my teacher sleep together or not?
Do you even hear yourself right now?
I'm asking for the truth.
The truth is, I do not owe you an explanation for who I loved when I was 22.
But you still love him now, don't you?
Enough.
You say you came back for me, but the second you saw him, you changed. When you look at him, you look alive again.
And what if I did? For 10 years, I held together a marriage to a man who didn't love me. I kept swallowing things for a husband took responsibility, and I kept swallowing even more so you would never feel abandoned again.
So now you regret it?
What I regret is that no matter how much I do, you still treat me like I'm not family.
Because you aren't.
Where are you going?
Somewhere no one has to pretend they love me.
How dare you say I was pretending?
Because if you really saw me as your son, you wouldn't still want to be someone else's woman. You're not my mom.
What happened?
Ben ran off again. I can't find him.
Get in.
What did you fight about?
He asked about my past with you.
And?
Then he asked if this is what I've become because of you.
You brought him again.
She didn't bring me. She came because she's barely holding together.
Still not your business.
You're wrong. Because today, you hurt her.
What about her? Didn't she hurt me too?
The stupidest thing she's ever done is put herself last. But she has never put you last.
You don't know why she came back.
I know she brought you back when your father wouldn't. I know when you get sick, get in trouble, call at 2 a.m, she's the one who shows up.
She'll leave.
What you really fear isn't that she loves someone else. You're afraid that if she ever gets a chance to be happy, she won't need you anymore.
I already lost my mom.
Then stop pushing away the one person who stayed. Go inside.
You don't have to keep showing up to save us.
I'm not saving anyone. I just don't want you carrying all of this alone.
I'm really tired.
I didn't cry when I got divorced. I didn't cry when I moved back here. But after what Ben said today, I actually started wondering if I really did do something wrong.
The only thing you did wrong was taking everyone else's pain and making it your fault.
You still know me too well.
I never forgot.
What about you? Have you been okay?
Without you, the world okay never meant much. I tried to forget you. I failed completely.
Don't say any more.
If I don't say it now, I might lose you all over again.
Have you seen that video from last night? The teacher even braided all the way to the door.
It's amazing how a divorced woman can even take down a teacher.
Mom!
Oh, look. Do either of the Urza allow the well?
Stop!
Say it again! I dare you!
Fighting, skipping class, public disturbance. The two of you never fail to disappoint.
We still don't know who leaked that video.
I'm less concerned with who leaked it than with why there was something to record in the first place. From now on, Eli will no longer handle any tutoring, club activity, or additional communication involving Ben.
That does not help Ben.
But it may help yours. That woman will ruin you. And if you're still not thinking clearly, it won't just be her reputation that gets destroyed. It'll be your future.
I'll transfer Ben out of his class.
Natalie.
So this is what you do again? You back away? No matter who it is, the moment things get ugly, you throw away what you want first. So this is what you do again? You back away?
I'm transferring you for your sake, not mine.
Don't use me as your excuse.
You're scared of what people say, scared of the principal watching you, scared the whole town will know you slept with my teacher?
Enough!
Then tell me! What do you want? Do you want to be my mom? Or do you want to be my teacher's girlfriend?
You really think those are the only two choices?
If you were really my mom, then you
Wouldn't
wouldn't...
love anyone? Wouldn't want to be loved? Wouldn't want a life of your own? I took care of you because I chose to. When you were sick, I stayed with you. When you had nightmares, I was the one waking you up. When your father dumped you on me, I was the one who stayed. But I did not love you because I stopped being allowed to love anyone else.
That's not what I meant. I just...
What you said tonight is going to stay with me for a very long time.
I'm Marlene. I used to work for your ex-husband's family. About Eli leaving 10 years ago, I think you should know the truth.
I wasn't supposed to say anything, but things at the school have gotten so ugly lately, I really couldn't stand it anymore.
What exactly are you trying to tell me?
It wasn't Eli who left you back then. Your ex-husband's family chose you, believing you deserved a more respectable life. They knew Eli was poor, and they knew he loved you, so they offered him a grant to study abroad. What was the condition? That he would never contact you again.
If one day you learn why I left, I hope you don't hate yourself. The force to leave was me.
He was then so poor he could barely pay rent, or he held out and refused to agree.
What is that? Are you going to him right now? Are you going to him right now?
I have to see him.
So now that you know he didn't dump you, you're just gonna throw everything else away and run to him?
I'm not throwing you away. I'm realizing other people decided my life for me once already. This time I'm going to ask for the truth myself.
Madam, as the board is in session,
Eli Carter has maintained inappropriate relations with the student's parent, severely impacting the school's reputation. I propose immediate suspension pending investigation.
If suspension will calm this down, I accept.
Therefore, you are required to surrender your teaching certificate, leave the campus immediately, and await further investigation. No! Who let you in here?
You can't just accept this. You can't stay silent all over again.
Natalie, not here.
The man you are trying to suspend today was forced out once before by people who used his poverty and his future against him.
That has nothing to do with current ethics issue.
It has everything to do with it, because this is the same thing all over again. Deciding for other people who gets to love and who is not allowed to choose.
Enough.
No, not this time. He never crossed a line. Every contact involved Ben. I was the one who kept going to him because I was barely holding things together on my own.
So you admit there was repeated private contact?
I will take full responsibility for any consequences.
Good. Then hand over your faculty credentials immediately.
Eli!
Ben has already been dragged too far into this.
Meeting adjourned.
Why are you still doing this?
Why do you always decide for me what counts as protection?
Because if someone has to be ruined, I'd rather it be me than you. Don't come after me again.
Was it really him? I don't know, but the school suspended him.
Mr. Eli.
Take care of yourself.
Eli! You can't just leave like this.
The school has made its decision.
That's not the truth. I'll explain. I'll tell them.
Don't come looking for me again.
What did you say?
This is enough.
You went to school?
Yes.
Are you still leaving?
I'm not leaving. I won't run this time.
Hello, I need to speak to a lawyer. It's me, Natalie. I need to ask how much you still remember about what happened 10 years ago. What procedures are required if I want to retrieve the records from that year?
Natalie, long time no see.
Dad?
I came to see you.
Perfect timing.
talk? I heard what happened at the school.
Your family has always been well informed.
I'm not here to fight. I just don't think you should make this bigger. It's not good for Ben.
For Ben's good. Did you say the same thing 10 years ago?
What do you mean?
What do I mean? You can't tell? I'm asking you one thing. Did your family interfere with what happened between Eli and me back then? So it was true.
Things were complicated back then. My father thought you weren't—
Don't. Since when was it your family's place to decide what was right for me?
We were just trying to keep things from getting out of control.
Out of control? You intercepted my letters, blocked his messages, pushed me into a marriage, and then called it protection? Get out.
Natalie, I admit we were wrong, but right now Ben is what matters most.
Ben is my child, not your excuse to make me stay silent. May I help? I'm here to submit a formal statement regarding the investigation of Mr. Eli.
How does she still dare show up? Could there really be more to this?
I am here to state that Eli never crossed any boundaries with me or my child. His contact with Ben happened because Ben had ongoing emotional and behavioral issues, and I was the one who sought help from the school. If the school wants an investigation, it should investigate facts, not rumors. Miss Natalie, this is not a place for you to stir up public opinion. I'm not here to stir up public opinion. I'm here to correct the one you created. The school has its own procedures. Your personal feelings, these are not feelings. This is testimony. If you continue treating an innocent teacher as guilty, I will make every part of this process public.
She's telling the truth.
Ben, you shouldn't be here.
I was the one who went to Mr. Eli first.
Ben, you're emotionally unstable right now. This isn't the place to speak.
I'm not unstable. I was the one who went to him first, and I was the one causing trouble.
The testimony needs to be recorded.
Why did you never tell me?
Tell you what?
Tell me what you've done all these years. Tell me why you always endure everything. Tell me why you're the one who has to clean up every mess.
Because you were still a child.
But I can see you working, going to school for me, apologizing for me, pretending you're fine when you're exhausted. I used to think you controlled too much, that you were annoying, that you always being on my side only made me feel worse. But now I know it wasn't because you owed me. It was because you've always loved me, Mom.
You just...
I said, Mom. What is it?
Helen produced new evidence. The hearing has been moved up.
I'm sorry. My family is under pressure. I can't testify. Someone warned me that if I get involved, my future contracts may be affected.
You're more stubborn than I expected.
You're threatening witnesses.
I'm simply reminding them what happens when they stand on the wrong side.
So this is how you protect professional ethics?
Then let me remind you of something too. If you keep pushing, you won't just destroy yourself. You'll destroy Eli's career for good.
You destroyed his career, not me.
Then I'll see you tomorrow.
What are we still missing?
Something that can end this in one blow.
Tomorrow I'm dragging every one of them into the truth.
Determine whether Mr. Eli maintained inappropriate boundaries with a student's parent, and whether such conduct posed a risk to the school environment. Mrs. Natalie has a history of emotional instability and has repeatedly engaged in confrontations with the school. We have reason to believe her defense of Eli is not entirely based on fact, but on personal dependence.
Are you finished? If you're, then now it's my turn.
This is an internal email sent by Helen. The email clearly states that Eli is not a problematic teacher, but because he was disobedient, this ethics investigation should be used to permanently remove.
The source of that email is unknown.
This is not the first time. Helen has long used ethics as a pretense to manipulate faculty appointments and remove anyone who would not.
This is defamation!
Defamation? Then explain why you pushed for Eli's suspension when you knew he had nothing wrong. Why did you pressure witnesses? Why have you never cared about the truth, only about who obeys you?
Helen, explain this email.
Thank you.
It was always supposed to be yours. I came today to make one last thing clear. I will remember what happened, but I will not let it define me anymore. I will not forgive what you and your family did. From today on, the only relationship between us is co-parenting Ben.
I understand. You're really not coming with me?
I'm not leaving. I'm staying here. I'm not making a sacrifice for anybody. I'm just choosing where I want to stay.
Congratulations. Ben graduated.
Thank you.
This should be yours now.
What is it?
Some things I wrote over the last 10 years. I never planned to let you see them, but I think I shouldn't hide them anymore. You read it.
I did.
Those letters were never meant to become your burden.
They're not. They're proof. Proof that we were never the mistake. The mistake was everyone who kept deciding our lives for us.
Natalie, I don't want to make your life harder again. So if you...
This time you don't get to decide for me. I do. For the first time in my life, I want to choose for myself. I choose you.